The Labour Party leader is the real risk to the UK. Alberto Gallo, portfolio manager at Algebris Investments, has warned. Speaking to Bloomberg, he said, "I think the real risk for the UK is Jeremy Corbyn. Yes, the UK is not doing so bad, also thanks to Europe's recovery. It's a paradox. It was supposed to unshackle the country from Europe, Brexit, but Europe is now sustaining the UK." Bloomberg GETTYBrexit News. Gallo warned that Jeremy Corbyn is the real risk to the UK. "I think the real risk for the UK is Jeremy Corbyn." Alberto Gallo. Mr. Gallo added that postponing British problems like the NHS and social mobility until after Brexit paves the way for a Jeremy Corbyn win and a very extreme economic agenda. He said, "The real risk is that we postpone the problems, the NHS, inequality, social mobility, the fact that real wages haven't grown. We still have an economy too focused on finance and services. We don't focus on the long-term industrial plan. Then comes the real issues. After a transitional agreement, markets can cheer, but then come the real issues. There is a slowdown and Jeremy Corbyn wins, and that economic agenda is very extreme." Mr. Gallo added that Mr. Corbyn could still be a risk longer term even if the Conservative Party stayed in power after the next election in 2020. He said, "This would probably be post-2019. It depends on how much consensus the current government has, but most likely it could be a longer-term risk. It is not the first time someone has warned against a Corbyn government after Brexit." A former Labour Prime Minister Tony Blair told the BBC last week that the combination of Brexit and a Corbyn government would be very challenging for the UK. He said, "In my view, if you end up, and I have said this before, in a situation where you do Brexit and then have a Corbyn government, this country is going to face a very, very challenging situation."